Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Man here. Hope you're doing well. So, last week I put up my most anticipated movies. Number one ended up being Gladiator 2. Can't wait. Deadpool 3, I think was like number 3 or 4 on the list. But just because Gladiator is my number one, even though I do not think Gladiator 2 will be the biggest movie of 2024, on this podcast, I'm saying why I think Deadpool 3 will be the biggest movie of the year. And I also have a why it might not be the biggest movie of 2024. And I thought this would be an interesting segment. We're only in January, the beginning of the year. What movie of 2024 will end up being the biggest movie? I mean, I don't think no one could have predicted Barbie to be the biggest movie of the year of 2023. Even Super Mario Brothers coming in at number 2 was also like what? And that was number 1 for up until, Barbie passed it. So it was number 1 for most of 2023. And who would have ever predicted Oppenheimer to make over I think it's at 950 something million. And now with the Oscars coming, that movie can actually go back in theaters for that Oscar push. And maybe might end up making another 40 million and hitting $1 billion. But when it's all said and done. Oppenheimer, a 3-hour biofilm on the guy who created the nuclear bomb, might end up making $1 billion when it's all said and done. No. No one on planet Earth ever predicted that. Ever. They thought maybe, if they're lucky, 500 million. Maybe, if they're really, really lucky. Like if they won the lottery, basically. But 950 million plus, and they might make $1 billion, and they put it back in theaters for their Oscar push. Shit. Most of the blockbusters of 2023 failed. But Deadpool 3 is a different animal. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Why I think Deadpool 3 will be the biggest movie of 2024. Number 1, Deadpool, the character. He is probably one of the most popular characters in terms of superhero films as of right now. Other than, like you said, Spider-Man, Batman, even maybe some of the Avengers. But Deadpool 3 is very popular, or Deadpool is very popular. Both the first movie and the second movie were both financially and critically well received. And a third reason under the Deadpool part is people want to see Deadpool joining the MCU. How is that going to be? Are they going to be able to pull off that R rating? Or are we going to get another gimmick of Birds of Prey with Harley Quinn, where they made that rated R, but that had no reason to be rated R. They just slapped on the rated R just because of Deadpool. Reason number 2, why it will be the biggest movie of 2024. Hugh Jackman. We brought Hugh Jackman out of Wolverine retirement to come back as Wolverine. The last time he played Wolverine was in 2017 in Logan, and that was supposed to be the end of it. No more. I'm not coming back. We're done. Claw in the coffin. When Ryan Reynolds comes a knocking, and with a lot of money, you return. Seeing Wolverine back, one of the most popular X-Men characters in the movies, by far, especially Hugh Jackman in the role. People are going to want to see Hugh Jackman return. I want to see Hugh Jackman return. Not to mention you got the making up for Wolverine Origins with Deadpool and Wolverine. So that's another reason people want to see Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds back to make up for that 2009 catastrophe. Number 3 might be my last 2 reasons are actually going to be a little bit of a surprise. But number 3 is Sean Levy, the director. Now this director has been around for a long, long time. I think a lot of people don't realize that this director has been very much influenced of your childhood, especially around my age. Anyone older, younger, and right at the same age, this guy's been around for a while. He has probably made some of the best family-friendly films and TV shows of my generation. I'm going to list them real quick. The famous Jet Jackson, the Disney Channel original show back in the early 2000s. He directed most of those episodes. He also directed the movie, the Jet Jackson film, in the early 2000s with Lee Thompson-Young, who also went on to be in Johnny Tsunami and Smallville and then passed away due to suicide. He did my Big Fat Liar, the movie Big Fat Liar, with Frankie Muniz and Paul Giamatti and Amanda Bynes. I remember that movie. Blue! I'm blue! Just Married, the Ashton Kutcher, Brittany Murphy rom-com of 2003. I remember that. My sister owned that movie. We used to watch that a lot. Cockroach, Cockroach, Cockroach. Cheaper by the Dozen remake, and also in 2003, with Steve Martin, Bonnie Hunt, Tom Welling, Smallville, Hilary Duff, The Lizzie McGuire Show, Ashton Kutcher. That's a really funny movie. The Pink Panther remake with Steve Martin in 2006. He did all 3 of the Night at the Museum movies with Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Robin Williams, Steve Coogan, and then like Amy Adams in the second one. Those are really fun movies. Date Night with Tina Fey and Steve Carell. Real Steel, working with Hugh Jackman for the first time. When you're actually a fun Rock'em Sock'em Robots type of movie with Evangeline Lilly. The Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. This was their first reunion since Wedding Crashers. This Is Where I Leave You, a great drama comedy with an amazing cast. Free Guy, the big hit of 2021, the surprise hit of 2021 with Ryan Reynolds. That was a really fun movie. That Adam Project that was on Netflix in 2022 with Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner. And he's also been one of the guys behind Stranger Things since the beginning. He's not only directed a lot of episodes, but he's one of the producers of the show. So yeah, like I know Sean Levy, you might not think about that, but he's been a very big influence on a lot of people around my age. A lot of family-friendly kids movies, if you will. Fourth, and this is going to surprise a lot of people, but if it ends up happening, Mark my words. This is the reason why Deadpool 3 will be the biggest movie of 2024. And that is, you know her.
Calm down, you're being too loud. And I'm just like, uh-oh.
Taylor Swift. There's rumors going around that Taylor Swift might show up in Deadpool 3 as the mutant singer Dazzler. She's been at football games with Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and Sean Levy. She's besties with Blake Lively. I'm telling you, and they put Taylor Swift in the trailer. The movie is going to be the biggest movie of the year. If 2023 didn't show you how big Taylor Swift is between football, between the box office, with her Eras Tour movie that nobody thought was going to make the money that it made. I mean, no concert movie ever has made that much money. Between her own Eras Tour, going on concerts, between seeing her even at the Golden Globes, Joe Coy even made a joke about her at the Golden Globes. They even made her a main fixture at the Golden Globes. I mean, she is everywhere. And mark my words. If Taylor Swift is in the trailer, it's a done deal. Not only that, but if Taylor Swift is Dazzler in Deadpool 3, she will also have a new song out for Deadpool 3. Think about that. So those are the reasons why Deadpool 3 will be the biggest movie of 2024. Will it not be the biggest movie of 2024? Number 1. Comic book movies struggled in 2023. A movie that has been really successful in comic book films has been Spider-Man No Way Home, where it hit almost 2 billion, or it did hit 2 million, over 2 million in 2021. And a lot of that was because of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Nostalgia, baby. Nostalgia. 2023. The highest comic book film was Guardians of the Galaxy at only 850 million. Yes, that's a huge number. But the first two Guardians made way over $1 billion when they came out. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the highest of all comic book movies of 2023, only made at 850 million. That's not good. Don't even look at The Flash or Blue Beetle. That's one main problem. And the second problem is Deadpool 3 is the second movie to come out in 2024. The first is Madam Web. If Madam Web gets horrible reviews and bombs at the box office, that does not look good for the next comic book movie, which will be Deadpool 3. It's just trajectory. It's history. It's a pattern. Number 3, bad reviews. If this movie does not get good reviews, at least not up to the par of the first two, forget about it. A lot of people will be like most people. I'll wait for it to come on Disney Plus in about 2 months or less. I'll just wait for Disney Plus. Yeah. Trust me. Bad reviews, especially in the summer when there's a lot of movies to choose from, especially movies that get better reviews than if it gets low reviews, people will be waiting for Disney Plus. Trust me. The R rating. If this will also go back to the reviews. If the reviews come out and people say this does not live up to the R rating at all, that the R rating is just a gimmick, it's not nearly as R-rated R material as the first two, kind of like Birds of Prey, forget about it. That will also turn people off. Well, if it's not R-rated, then why am I going to go see Deadpool? Deadpool's an R-rated character. And it's not up to the first two in the rating department, I'm out. Those are the four factors also of why it might not be the number one movie of 2024. But let me know in the comments below. Do you think Deadpool 3 will be the biggest movie of 2024? Or do you think there might be an outsider? One that we do not know of yet. Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for Deadpool 3? Do you think it's going to be the number one movie of 2024? Do you think my points most positive of why it will be and also why it might not be are accurate or not? But let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Once again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and once again, Matt the Brat.